this is CHSTV News.
Good morning, Cathedral. We hope you had a great weekend. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Megan with your morning announcements for Monday, September 10th, 2012. Did you have breakfast this morning? If not, you're probably a little hungry. Did you know that if you miss breakfast, you can have breakfast here at Cathedral every morning? Starting tomorrow and every day from 7:30 to 8 in the cafeteria, you are welcome to join us for a nutritious and delicious breakfast for free. Start your day off right with good food and friends. Also, if you would like to volunteer for the breakfast program, please see Mrs. Duarte in the guidance department to sign up today or tomorrow on your lunch.
Are you looking for a job? What about a job that you get paid to do during school hours? Well, you're in luck because the library is in need of helpers during the school day. If you're interested in applying for these paid positions, please bring your resume into the library before the end of the day on September 14th. Interviews will happen before appropriate candidates are chosen. This would be an ideal first job to add to your resume. If you have any questions, please see our new teacher librarian, Ms. O'Brien.
Do you want to be an activist? Do you want to stand for those that cannot speak for themselves? Then join the Culture of Life Committee. The first meeting is this Wednesday, September 12th, after school in room 300. You will be discussing our participation in the life chain, a silent witness to the sanctity of human life, to be held in front of McMaster Hospital on Sunday, September 30th. You can participate in a national event while earning Christian service hours. For more information, come to our meeting after school on Wednesday in room 300. Remember, we are called to respect life. Thanks from Mrs. Valerie Tortis and Miss Craig.
Attention all singers, just a reminder that today and tomorrow auditions will happen in room 114 right after school. Please arrive no later than 3:15 and be prepared to sing one song of your choice. Thank you from Mr. Walker. The Board Game Club meeting will be meeting today from 3 to 5 in room 337. Everyone is welcome. Thank you from Mr. LaRock. There will be an art club meeting today after school in room 316. All are welcome to join. We hope to see you there. That's from Ms. Nezazon and Ms. Sweeney.
If you sing, rap, dance, beatbox, or entertain in any way, then the Glee Club wants you. If you want to know more about Cathedral's Glee Club, then please come to a very brief information session behind the main stage in room 115 right after school this Wednesday. This goes for everyone from last year's Glee Club and any newcomers hoping to audition this year. It is very important for you to attend. If you have any questions or concerns, please find Mr. LaRue in room 217 anytime during the day.
There will be a meeting on Wednesday after school in room 328 for all those attending the France and Germany trip in March. Please note that it is not too late to join us on this trip. Any student who intends on taking an upper year history course or who has at least 2 French credits and is encouraged to join us on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's from Mademoiselle Howard and Madame Morrison.
There will be a Step Squad tryout this Thursday after school. There's a sign-up sheet outside of the Student Council office. If you cannot make it or if you need more information, see Joelle Cabisoso. And before we go into sports, I'll pass it over to Miss McCabe.
Good morning, Gales, and happy Monday. This is just a reminder to all fall coaches. There is a mandatory coaches meeting that is taking place this evening at 6:30 p.m. at the Nicholas Mancini Center. One coach from all fall sports must attend. Thanks, and have a great day.
Thanks, Miss. There will be a boys' baseball tryout today immediately after school at Eastwood Park. All wishing to try out are welcome to attend. If you cannot attend, please see Mr. Diorio, Mr. Dunphy, or Mr. Andrade.
There will be a brief but very important meeting that all players must attend if they wish to try out for the Cathedral boys hockey team for the 2012-2013 season. The meeting will take place immediately after school today at 3 p.m. in the gymnasium outside the phys ed office. Attendance at this meeting is mandatory if you are thinking of playing this season. Thank you from Coaches Toole, Muley, and Chafe.
A reminder to all members of the junior boys volleyball team of their practice today at 5 p.m. in the gym. Anyone wishing to become a setter should meet in the gym at 4:30. Thank you from Mr. Galliani and Mr. Hargott.
This is a message to all those who tried out for the midget girls basketball team. The final team roster will be posted on the phys ed bulletin board by third period. Those who have made the team, you have practice after school at 5 p.m. Thanks from Coach Cameron. And this is a reminder to the junior girls basketball team of their practice at 3:15 today.
And now for an important message, I'll pass it over to Mrs. Cannon and Mr. Daly.
Good morning, Cathedral, and as you heard just prior to our prayers this morning, We are mourning the passing of a leader and a very important person, not only in Catholic education, but certainly here at Cathedral High School. When the story of Catholic education in this city, and certainly in this area, even the greater area, is told, Father Kennedy is a name that we'll hear over and over again. Here at Cathedral, we've also honored him, even when he was alive, with the Library Resource Center is named after this outstanding person, humanitarian, someone who came out and supported everyone in Catholic education, sometimes very indirectly, but we felt his influence. And with me this morning we have Mr. Daly, and I would like Mr. Daly to add a few words of what he remembers of Father Kennedy and the contributions that he made that we're still feeling that impact, that positive impact today.
Thank you, Mrs. Cannon. Good morning, Cathedral. I ask for your attention and your patience as I try to pay a fitting tribute to this patriarch of Catholic education. Every Cathedral Gael who has the privilege of attending this great school in this great building owes Father Kennedy a debt of gratitude. If you have ever enjoyed the CYO, whether it be through elementary sports, Camp Rebuff, Camp Marydale Park, or any of their other events, it is Father Kennedy you have to thank. Father Kennedy was appointed the first ever full-time director of the CYO in 1957, and under his leadership and the leaders that followed, the CYO became what we know it to be today. He is responsible for reopening Camp Rebuff, where integration of campers with special needs was pioneered in Ontario. Father Kennedy has been a member of our school board since 1968, serving on the board for 44 years. In the late 1980s, Father Kennedy, who was very well known for being a tough, hard-nosed negotiator, led an administrative team in negotiations that literally changed the face of Catholic education in Hamilton Wentworth. At this time, many of our schools, including our own, Cathedral Boys, Cathedral Girls, were worn-down old buildings, which had great tradition and character, but the facilities were woefully lacking. The province sought to rectify the situation by giving some underused public schools to the Catholic Board, and so negotiations ensued. The result of these negotiations was the transfer of the current Bishop Ryan, the current St. John de Brebeuf, from the Public Board, along with $60 million in ministry funding for the building of a new St. Thomas More, a new St. Mary's, and this beautiful building here at Cathedral that we all enjoy today. For you sport fans out there, Father Kennedy was the man who created Cathedral basketball as we know it today. As head coach of the senior boys basketball team, he pioneered a full game, full court pressing style at a time when the full court press was reserved only for late game desperation situations. So in 1968, he and my father, Jim Daly, coached Cathedral to its first ever OFSA title. That team averaged an incredible 100 points a game. Father Kennedy, who was a fierce competitor, was known to only take his foot off the gas, so to speak, when the final buzzer sounded. One of the star players on that team, Mr. Mark Walton, later was hired to teach and coach at Cathedral and built the program into the provincial powerhouse, winning 3 more OFSA titles and many, many city championships. Among other roles Father Kennedy filled over his 84 years, he chaired the board at the St. Joseph's Hospital and faithfully served the spiritual needs of countless families and individuals in his role as parish priest of 6 Hamilton parishes. He did all that and more, while remaining a humble, faithful disciple of Christ. The reason why I asked Mrs. Cannon to allow me to speak about Father Kennedy today is my own personal connection to him. When my father was an elementary school student at Sacred Heart, his mother passed away, and he was living in a poor single-parent household with a father who was an uneducated Irish immigrant with a special fondness for whiskey. At that time, Father Kennedy was the parish priest at Sacred Heart, and as part of his ministry, he encouraged my father to become an altar boy and introduced him to a game called basketball. This is a game my father would never have played otherwise. When that group of altar boys and basketball players moved to Cathedral Boys High